Hi everyone, Ralu here. In today's video I want to talk to you about some iconic fragrances. The first one I want to share with you is Guerlain by Shalimar. This perfume is truly iconic. It was launched in 1925, I believe, in Paris. This perfume here is not the original Guerlain because it's a bit too strong for me, but I had to have at least one from the whole line, and this is Partum Initial, and it is a gorgeous fragrance. From the bottle itself, it's just iconic. It's a very strong iris, vanilla, and caramel fragrance. Very easy to wear. It's got a Flowerbomb-ish kind of dry down, but a lot easier to wear to my nose out of all of them. This one I liked the most, and this is the one I have in my collection from the iconic Shalimar line. Next, I have one from the famous White Diamonds collection. This is White Diamonds Legacy by Elizabeth Taylor. Did you know Elizabeth Taylor was one of the first celebrities to launch her fragrance line? I didn't know that. I found out recently, but it's very interesting. The original, it's not one of my favorites, but this one, it definitely is. It does have the original DNA, but it has, it's a little lighter, a little fresher. It's considered to be a white floral, and this is the White Diamonds Legacy. It was released not too long ago, a few years ago. But I believe the White Diamonds was released in the 90s. This one has honeysuckle. It's, to my nose, is very strong on the gardenia and jasmine. It's got musk and amber as a dry down. Lots of people compare this one with L'Interdit by Givenchy and the My Way. I don't really get that to my nose, but it's a very pretty fragrance though. I love this one. The next one that's really iconic in my book is Angel by Mugler, by Thierry Mugler, how it started. I have a little one here. My husband doesn't really like it on me. Unfortunately, I had a huge bottle that I used, and now I'm left with this tiny one. But there is one that that I like and we both like, and is this one. It is Mugler Angel Eau Croisière. This is the 2020 version, and this one is absolutely stunning. Guys, if you can get your hands on this one, try it out. It's got notes of fig, it's got praline, patchouli, vanilla, but somebody in Fragrantica.com commented that this one smells like fresh mangoes, like fresh green mangoes, and I agree. This is really quite pretty in the summertime, and it's part of the very famous Angel collection that was launched in the 1990s and sold and sold and sold. Next is from Dior. This is J'adore, a very, very famous fragrance. Probably one of the classiest, most elegant perfumes I have ever smelled and have. I will forever have this in my collection for as long as they make it. I think it's gorgeous as a wedding scent. This was launched, I believe, also in the 90s because Christian Dior had a love for flowers, and this was created for him. It's got a very strong jasmine note, but it's so elegant. It is absolutely fabulous. Rightfully so, one of the most iconic fragrances out there. J'adore by Dior. Next is Dolce&Gabbana Light and Blue. This perfume, I have a miniature version of it. This one is one that you can see it. That is, if you go at Fragrance Net, this one is a bestseller on many, many websites. This was launched in the 2000s and it's been a mega seller ever since they launched it. It's nice for me. I like it. I don't love it. One that I love from Dolce&Gabbana is this one. This is Dolce&Gabbana The One. when this came out in 2006, I was crazy about it. I had multiple bottles of this one. I think it's a beautiful, ooh, I almost dropped it, and it's very heavy too. It's a beautiful vanilla. It's very soft because it has peach, lychee, and plum, and lily, and amber. It's really a beautiful blended vanilla fragrance. I love it, and I think this one too could be consider iconic because it's continuously selling, and Dolce&Gabbana does make some beautiful fragrances over the years, so I had to be mentioned over here. This is another one from my collection that I have, and I consider to be an iconic brand, an iconic fragrance. Next is, of course, the House of Prada had to be here, and I had to have something from them in my collection, but honestly, I really do like this Prada candy. This is so beautiful. This is a beautiful gourmand. It's caramel, and it said that is among one of the world's best-selling gourmand perfumes. This is Prada candy right here. I love it. I think this is my second or my third bottle of this Prada fragrance in the winter. It's absolutely to die for, and I'm obsessed with it. There was another one they had. It was called Prada Le Lambre. I love that one. They discontinued it, but I absolutely loved it. Yeah, Prada candy from the House of Prada. It's a very nice fragrance. And of course, let's not forget the iconic Trésor by Lancôme. This is not one of my favorite fragrances, but this is my mother-in-law favorite. Every time we go to buy a perfume, she buys either this one or Opium by YSL. These are the two iconic perfumes that she always has on. It's beautiful. This perfume was launched in the 90s, and it was represented by Isabella Rossellini. Iconic fragrance, very soft, peachy soft kind of fragrance. I believe it's got rose in it too. This is an empty bottle that she gave me to keep. We bought this particular one together, and I like to keep it in my collection. There's very little left, but every time I smell this perfume, I feel like she's near me. So yeah, my mother-in-law Terry wears this all the time. She's a beautiful lady, and I just had to have this for my collection. And like I said, she also wears Opium. And Opium and from Lancôme is also a very famous and very iconic fragrance. I also like to mention at the end about Baccarat Rouge. I bought few samples of the Baccarat Rouge 540. That it is, in my book, iconic. This is the original Eau de Parfum. And then I have the Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. Initially, when I got the samples, I liked them both. I think I leaned more towards the original. But as time went on, for some reason, the Extrait du Parfum, I think I really would like to get that in full size. It's the best way to test these niche fragrances because they're not cheap. And yeah, I think this also could raised to the status of iconic. It's probably selling one a second or something. I don't know. But I had to mention them. Baccarat Rouge 540. And that's it, guys. These are some of the fragrances that are iconic that I have in my collection. Of course, there's Chanel No. 5. I didn't forget about that one. I don't have it in my collection just yet, but I will. The one that launched in 1921, and it's been 100 years now, and it still sells and sells. And so we'll talk about that one when I get it. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below which ones do you have out of the most iconic perfumes in the world in your collection. I would love to know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.